with significant life-altering disabilities. Today, I am unspeakably grateful to be alive, but life is still really, really hard. And it's only getting harder. In Matthew 5, Jesus said that God blesses those of us who realize our deep need for Him and those of us who have lost what we thought was most important. If these words describe your situation as well as they describe mine, you may be wondering why you don't feel all that blessed, even if Jesus says you are. I asked myself that question more times than I can remember until one day I happened upon Isaiah 45:3. And I will give you treasures hidden in the darkness, secret riches. I will do this so you may know that I am the Lord, the God of Israel, the one who calls you by name. This passage is tucked into a much longer series of promises from God to the Israelite people during their exile in Babylon. After decades in the darkness, I can imagine just how beaten up and broken down these people might have felt. If anyone needed a dose of hope, it was them. After I read this, it dawned on me. The darkest days of my suffering had taught me things that a pain-free life never could have. In the darkness, I experienced peace that transcended my circumstances. I rediscovered my worth apart from my ability. I gave up the illusion that I was in control of much of anything. None of that could have happened in a life lived exclusively in the light of favorable circumstances. When I redefined darkness as the place in which God's light can shine most brightly, I didn't have to be so afraid of suffering and sorrow anymore. Does this mean that I now run into the darkness with abandon and a shovel, looking to dig up some treasures? No, I'm not completely unhinged. But when I do find myself in the shadows, and I find myself there often, I feel more prepared to learn the right lessons while I'm there. My pain is too precious to be wasted, so I want to share what I've learned with you. Some of the lessons are for the days when your pain is blinding and your wounds are fresh. Other lessons will be useful when you have a little distance from the epicenter of your suffering. There's a time to hurt, and there's a time to heal. And then, I promise you, there will be a time to hope. If I have to go into the darkness, you better believe I'm going to get some treasure out of it. And I know you can too. Timeline. As we explore the treasures to be found in the darkness of our lives, I'll be drawing on memories and experiences from my own life. These anecdotes and musings won't be presented in a linear or chronological order. Welcome to my brain. It's a bit wild in here. So I'm providing you with a handy little timeline that should help you orient yourself to the arc of my good hard story. 1982. I am born in Athens, Georgia. 1990s. I spend the summers of my childhood at Camp DeSoto. 2000 through 2004, I attend Samford University in Birmingham, Alabama, where I meet my now husband, Jay. Fall 2004, Jay and I are married. 2005, we moved from the Deep South to Los Angeles, where Jay attends law school and I work in commercial modeling. 2007, our son James is born. April 21st, 2008, I suffer a massive brainstem stroke at age 26 and spend 40 days in the ICU. August 2008.